Hello, divine beings, truth seekers, and my amazing, lovely soul family. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is a channeled message for the first quarter of moon in the month of August. I am Meghma Hira, aka ego.alchemist, and I help awakening souls to heal their relationship with the self and step into their light leader missions. Now, for those who are new to the lunar magic, lunar cycles, the first quarter of moon means it has been like 7 days from the last new moon, and that's why we are in the first quarter of waxing moon energies. Now, I am also an intuitive channel or medium, and one of my gifts is to retrieve information from the multidimensional realities around us, and you can call it the ether, the space, the spirit realm, the universal fields, akash, you can call it anything, but my gift is to go there and retrieve information on what is happening on a grander energetic levels. And my reason to share these messages now and then, whether I just channel those messages and speak up what my guides, my intuition, my higher self is giving to me to download, or use some tarot cards to pull out some messages for you. This is to help you to get a sense of what is happening and what you might be dealing with, even if it shows us in the larger collective and triggers you, or it shows up in micro levels in your personal lives and triggers you into a healing. And to remind you that you are not alone or doomed to deal with all these alone. We are collectively moving through these energies, transmuting them, transforming them to create a better reality, a more aligned, heart-centered reality for our individual lives and also for the collective and even future generations. This is a big shift in human consciousness, and it has happened as a rapid, accelerated level, okay, something that we haven't experienced as a species before. And this is incredible if you just take a moment to stop and think about it. And if somebody who are watching this is absolutely new to this concept, it's going to blow your mind, but look up Age of Aquarius, shift in consciousness and all that, and you will be like getting goosebumps like me to know what's happening on the planet right now, and how all these challenges are actually bringing the whole species, the whole collective together. It's incredible. Now, yeah, so that's my point, to remind you that you're not alone in this, and we are tapping into the same cycles and same energies and transmuting them together. So this message is today, I'll pull some cards to see what the collective needs to know for this week of the moon cycle, which is the first quarter of waxing moon. Before I jumped on to do the video, I did also pull some runes to see what messages were coming through them. And the first one that is popping up for me to speak about is Inguz, and it means seed or potential. And the dormant powerhouse, firework, volcano that each one of you are. This is that potential seed within you that is trying to emerge and bloom, okay? And it just needs the right environment, the right encouragement, the right kind of energy to really express their divine beauty. And the two other are Thurisaz. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm trying to get all this pronunciation right, but Thurisaz is breakthrough. So this gives me the image of that seed germinating and popping out their little heads out of the soil, so much potential, so vulnerable and weak looking, but that is what greatness looks like in the beginning, and that sapling could grow into a beautiful rose bush or a beautiful magnificent oak tree that provides shade to others, or a mango tree with delicious fruits. You get the picture. It's so exciting, and this is where many of us, especially the ones who are tapping into this video intently, you guys are in this stage. You are on the verge of just coming out and really understanding how much potential you hold. And the last was Sowilo, which is success, and which again ties with this message. So this is a beautiful transformational time. And I was tapping in with other channelers and intuitives earlier, and I heard the same message. Right now the planet, the collective, is being bombarded with such high intensity and fast, speedy energy that it might feel that you can't see, because it is all moving so fast, and that can be scary and overwhelming. So slow down when you need to. Keep taking care of yourself, hydrate, rest, eat clean. We are also have actually entered the Lionsgate portal, which will peak on 8/8, and this is an alignment with our central spiritual sun Sirius, and activating that leadership, inner fire, inner masculine energy of a lion within. And this is the intense cycle that we go through in the month of August during the 8/8 portal, and the energies carries through to at least 12th and 18th August. Now during this time, it's always a very intense transformative portal. If you choose to shed off the older baggages and walk through that portal, you will come out in a place, in a reality, in a vibration where you look back and you wouldn't be able to even recognize yourself, and in a good way. In a good way, because this is just accelerated energies. So remember your seed, your potential. You might see yourself as new and weak and so vulnerable, just waiting to be trampled upon, but you won't be trampled upon, because guess what? You are divinely protected, loved and supported, and you are in the season of breakthroughs and success. No matter how your reality is appearing to you, the guides, the spirit, the universe, all the forces of nature is working behind the veil in this speedy, accelerated energy. It's so fast that you cannot perceive with your human mind. You just blurry and you go, what's happening? But it is just pushing you and carrying you through to your breakthroughs, through those transformation towards your success. And success doesn't always mean being famous and having loads of money to fly private jets and stuff. Or success could look like having a very peaceful, harmonious family life. Success could look like having your own business. Success could look like, raising your children with the freedom and the nurture that you always wanted to give to them. So success is only individually defined. It's defined, it is dependent on how you define it. So define it and let that application be known, that definition be known to the universe, and it shall be delivered, because this is your season. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Know you are protected, and you are going to bloom into your divine expression through this season. Now that was a more of an overall energies that we will see in the coming weeks, not just this first quarter of the lunar cycle. So let's get some specific messages that we need to hear for the first quarter of the lunar cycle in August, right? Okay. Okay. Wow. So the first card we have is Two of Pentacles. There. It's a butterfly. It's about balance. It's about transformation. It's about that flow of energy between the two hemispheres of your brain, your feminine and masculine polarity. Okay. We were talking about seeds and sapling, and another metaphor that is overused in the spiritual community, but it is so accurate that I am compelled to use it again, is the metaphor of a butterfly that transforms from a caterpillar into something that the caterpillar did not see that coming. Trust me, we don't see that coming when we are going through that process of disintegration and reintegration in the hermit mode, in the cocoon. We don't see what beauty we are projecting into the world. Some say that butterflies can't even see their own wings. They don't even understand how beautiful they are, the joy they bring to us just by fluttering by. So remember that about yourself as well. So two however is a number of balance of partnership, and what I'm seeing this in this particular contest is talking about the partnership between our masculine and the feminine polarity, partnership between the light and the shadow. So people who are watching this video, so thank you first of all, but you have done so much work on yourself that you can actually walk into the game with both your light and shadow as allies to your mission, to your work, to yourself, and that's incredible. I'm getting goosebumps all over, and this, I feel so happy just tapping into this beautiful energy of the collective. Okay, so the next two cards we have is the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So again, these cards came out together, and this is Swords energy. So to dealing with the mental realm. The Four of Swords is a meditation or meditative inner journey, slowing down, going within, that kind of a reminder. It tells you to go within and tap into that inner child, pure light inside of you, that sun, that pure source energy within you. And even though there are multiple thoughts of doom, fear, lack hanging over you, just about to fall on your delicate shoulder, delicate neck, and off you for good. But when you tap into that inner light, you can see them as those thoughts, as perspective. They have no power over you to touch you if you do not allow them to. So if you feel threatened, triggered by your own thoughts, your own limits, or maybe something in the external is reminding you and triggering you those shadows, and those things will happen because we are always on this continuous transformative journey where we are always working on ourselves, always dealing with some hidden suppressed shadows and traumas that we didn't even know we had to agree to clear in this lifetime, but we are going through this. So remember that there's always this seed of light, if you feel inside you, that you can always drop in, tap into, and just expect to patronum all the dementors out. So when the external is getting too overwhelming, there's too much triggers, just go within and tap into that inner child. On simpler words, do something that makes you happy, do something that excites and liberates, that's the word, your inner child. For me, it's making a painting, or sometimes just thinking out loud without judging my own voice or talent for singing. It could be, gardening or playing with your cats and stuff. Now let's talk about, and I know you are waiting to hear about the Ten of Swords. How dangerous and menacing this card looks like, so painful. You look at it and you go, ugh. But it's the 10th card. It talks about that moment, that phase in a healing cycle where you're like, am I healing or am I just done. I don't think I'm gonna heal anymore. Like I don't know even how to heal, because I think I am still triggered, attacked, and affected by all that anxiety, depression, old narratives. Okay. Excuse me. So there is some clearing about self-expression of that. I'll pull some couple of cards more to see if there is some other messages coming up, but I'm feeling that the liberation, the 10th cycle completion, the liberation from this energy of being so constricted, congested, and suffocated by the dark thoughts and vibrations that we hold in our mind and our body, is going to be transmuted through clearer and open expression of your true authenticity. Let me see if I can pull some cards. These ones are really sticking out. Okay, so we have here is the Mother of Pentacles. And even though there's like a mother and baby deer here, now Pentacles is about your physical reality, things that you can touch, feel, experience, and materialism. I was about to say in a good way, but materialism is just materialism. There is no good or bad with it. It's part of life. It's part of the physical experience. I love my coffee, which is a material experience, and I'm going to stick with that aspect of it. So this is, even though there's a couple of deers here, I can feel this connection to this. And I know you can't see this probably, but there is a green hue here and here that darkness is dispersing. There is this green coming, so it talks about the heart expansion. And when you give in to this and really work through these fears and this darkness, that when it arises within you, always there is a heart chakra expansion that happens. And I believe this is what it talks about. So when you go within to deal with this as it comes up for you to be seen, heard, and transmuted, you go within and tap into that light. What you do is you ground that healing, that shadow work, that integration into being so caring and protected of that inner child. So go back on what I said about letting your inner child out and play into the physical world. So as you imprint that energy of worthiness, of free, of just being connected to source energies and creating because you are a creator, you will imprint that vibration into the physical reality. The next cards we have is, the Father of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Father of Swords. So this is both father cards. So masculinity, masculine energies are highlighted in here, in this pair at least. We also had a Mother of Pentacles, but let's talk about the Father of Wands card. And you see that lightning striking and energizing the wand. Now wand is again fire energy. It is the creative force. It is the divine will inside of us that energizes us, brings us alive, brings our dreams, projects, and manifestations alive. This is the life force that we project into our dreams and goals and efforts so that it can come alive into the physical. And right now in this contest, what I am getting is there is this lightning speed of celestial energies bombarding your chakras, your energetic system, to really energize it. So there could be a sense of really getting up and just striking. So yeah, tap into that. See when that's coming, when you are feeling that push, that extra uplifting energy carrying you through, and see how you can tap into that. That would be pretty incredible. And I was called to talk about this pair together, which is the Six of Swords and the Father of Swords that came out together. Okay, so the Six of Swords, you see, again, this ties up how we keep ourselves in the lack. See, this energy of just internalizing what shit our external experiences, traumas, you know, all those harsh words, heartbreaks gave us, and we just holding it in our bodies, in our mind. Let those swords stick in, and these energies is heavy, is going to keep us at the bottom, while the rainbow, the colors, all that we desire, the happiness, the higher vibration, the unconditional love, kindness, generosity, expansiveness is just above the surface for us to reach out and grab and connect and align to. It's right there if you just let go of these heavy energies. So that's what's coming up really strongly. And then there was the Father of Swords. So like I said, you know, in the beginning, like, there are people who have done so much work that they can walk into a mission, into a job, into, you know, a situation with both their light and dark, their shadows and their light, their masculine and feminine energies, chaos and order, both sides, gun blazing, solid partnership and teamwork there. So this pair of cards gave me the same message. All the things, the light, the shiny stuff that was out of reach because you were too caught up with the shadows, because you didn't know how to make peace with them, how to create a good relationship with your shadows of touch. The time stamp on my recording was 2222 right now. So again, that partnership, that balance between your extreme energies and sides is what, so you are like bogged down because of that imbalance, and you felt the light, the higher vibrations were kind of out of reach, and being here was frustrating. But through the work that you have done, you're just carrying that light, your ability to create, to manifest, to channel, to connect to higher intelligence and dimensions like a sword. So your mind, the sword, and your thoughts are all aligned to that power, that spiritual connection, that relationship to the self, and you're just wearing all the darkness like a cape of protection, or also like a perspective around you, like a cape, but you hold also the sword of this rainbow light. So that's what the messages that are coming through. So when I was getting that throat itch, and I felt that there might be something extra that's coming up to be looked at. So this is what the message is, right? This first quarter of moon, this coming 7 days, you are going to realize and observe how much work you have done and how much you have transmuted the relationship with your shadow, your light, your higher self, your ego and all that, and how much harmony and partnership is happening within you, and you're able to provide for your feminine desires, you're able to create space for your feminine energy to flow and give that masculine structure, that direction, that determination. So my advice would be, write it all down. I always recommend journaling. It is one of the best medicines that is available to us for free. So use that as you feel these energies, as you feel this inner dialogue coming up. Write them down, explore those journeys, because this is important. This is exactly what will help the seed, Inguz, to have their breakthrough and make that breakthrough into a blazing success. So yeah, that's the message for the first quarter of moon. Let me know how the messages resonated with you, how much of it were you already feeling intuitively, because we are all intuitive, we are all tapping into these energies and working through them together. We might not always realize it, but that's the truth of our human collective existence. So let me know in the comments what you have been dealing with, healing with. And yeah, I'll see you again soon with another channeled messages of the energy update for you to tap into. And I hope at least a part of the messages I shared, or many of the part that I shared, actually resonates with you and helps you on your journey. So let me know how this resonates so that I can serve you with this better. Also, I have started offering my personal readings as services. If you would like to get a personal channeled messages or a reading on a one-to-one Zoom session, you can check out my Instagram or the links in the description, or just drop a comment here to take the conversation further, and I will help you book a session with me and get your own personalized channels. I'll not keep on rambling on this particular video because I know I'll come back soon for another one, but check out my YouTube space to find out more about sharing my magic challenge that I have been also introducing to the collective. So if you are someone who feels that it's time for you to step out of your cocoon, of your hermit phase, and start sharing your light out there, be actively participating in the conscious shift and helping others learn from your learnings and your wisdoms and experience, and accelerate it on their own healing journey. This will particularly resonate with people who consider them as self-taught or taught by their spirits and guides and their own inner journey and wisdom and intuition. So if that's you, if this is ringing a bell, yeah, get in touch with me. Just drop a comment that you are interested and I'll walk you through the entire process. So yeah, I hope to see you again soon. I love you. Take care. Keep hydrated. Rest. Follow your dreams. Nurture that beautiful seed that you are germinating as. And yeah, happy ascension. Bye bye. Bye bye.